Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the water.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
What's up, my ghostly gigglers? This is our Halloween episode. We're both wearing black. Didn't plan on it.
But
just because we're depressed.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more anxious than depressed this week.
Oh.
Which sometimes I like because I feel skinnier.
I love that you're opening up so vulnerable this episode.
Yeah.
I'll be Slutty Barbara Walters.
Well,
what happened this week?
I also have therapy today at 4:30. So days that I have therapy and Giggly Squad, I feel like it's like
You're an open sore. You are an open sore just bleeding out.
I'm like, what more can I give to the people?
And then by tomorrow, you're just alone, not talking to anyone with a jewel. It all goes backwards.
No, because also like I'll cancel so many therapy sessions in between.
You can't cancel them.
I know. And she's like, okay, Paige, it's been a month. What happened? I'm like, well, I've reverted back.
Do you still have to pay when you cancel? That's what my girl used to do.
I actually don't even know. I don't like to know. I don't like, you know.
Just take my card.
Maria, just be on call, okay? You never know what could happen. Okay, wait. Sorry.
No.
Okay. The first thing I really wanted to talk about was, because I feel like it was the most DMs that I've gotten about a topic. When we started talking about Taylor Swift and her style, I'm not going to lie. After the episode came out, I was nervous.
You were nervous.
I was nervous about the Swifties.
I was nervous for you.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. And I didn't get that many crazy DMs. Like, I really didn't. Like, people were like, we totally see what you're saying. I'm a Swiftie, but like, okay. Then, because Taylor Swift is clearly
Listening.
a giggler
Yeah.
and just isn't saying it, which is fine.
It's fine. We don't need credit.
But she stepped out in the outfit that I picked for her.
Wait, what?
Did you see her in the knee-high boot and the preppy like sweater
Yes,
dress? And
yes.
like, she looked great. And she should always look like that. Like, she gives Gossip Girl vibes because she's tall, she's skinny, she's like a little bit like Serena van der Woodsen. So she pulls off that preppy look.
Wait, this means you're her consultant. You're her stylist consultant.
I was getting so mad in my DMs because everyone was sending me the picture, and some of the people were like, "See, she doesn't need a stylist. She looks so good." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I am her stylist.
I literally told her to wear this, and you're right. She does look stunning. She looks gorgeous.
So, wait, maybe that should be your new thing where you like find celebrities that you're like, I want to. Oh wait, it's my mom. Let's have her do a shout out. Mom, we're recording Giggly. Do you want to say anything to the gigglers?
Oh my gosh. Hi. Hi, my girls. Hi, my girlies. Love my girlies.
Your mom's Gen Z.
Hannah, I'm running late. I just want to tell you. So when I get there, you'll be at your hair appointment. So I'll just start cleaning, okay?
That was the most Italian thing I've ever heard. Okay, I love you. Well, my mom just totally blew up my spot.
Are you having her come for moral support?
I have my therapy appointment today, which is dyeing my hair.
Yeah. I can't wait.
We're doing it.
I can't wait.
Des doesn't really approve,
Okay.
but I feel like he's
out of the country.
He's in Ireland right now, so
It's like I feel like that's a law. You have no say. You're in Ireland right now. You're on their terms.
Yeah, you can't vote on my hair color from
A
out of
different
state.
country.
No,
No.
that's just politics.
We don't make the rules. We just abide by certain laws.
Well, you're so awake right now.
I know.
So, also, Des has been gone for 2 weeks now,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like our friendship's never been stronger. So Ireland's 4 or 5 hours ahead. Who knows? So around like 8 p.m. when I normally would be like with him,
Yeah.
you're
voice noting
he's
me.
asleep. So I'm just, the words need to go somewhere. So I'm just voice noting Paige, and she's coming right back.
No, I'm alert. I'm ready. I'm here for it. Because, I mean, my boyfriend was with me all week, but I was like, get out of here.
I love how you're like, we have priorities. Also, at one point, we were voice noting about something, but then texting about something, but then Instagram DMing.
We had 3 separate. You know that there's a lot of gossip when in a text message with your friend, you're having 3 separate conversations and you keep replying to the different points. It's honestly. That's women in STEM. Like to be able to
That's girl
follow
math.
that
That's girl
is insane.
No, it's like when someone is solving a murder case and there's like all those different
All those red
colors,
yeah.
blinds.
People were also really coming at me because I don't have a picture for you saved in my contacts.
I don't have a picture for you. I think honestly, the real ones don't have the pictures.
No, real friends have 0 pictures together.
If I have what they want, like your summer house photo, like, your over edited summer house photo. You look like a wax figure. I mean, I could probably.
we do have we have like professional pictures together, but we don't have like real life. We have no real life pictures.
But look, there's 2 types of friends. Like my friend Haley is the kind of person that like she will save my name really cute with a heart. She'll pick out the beautiful photo or the cute photo of me being silly.
Yeah.
Like she loves that. That's not us. These are
I
that's
feel
not our
like
love
I
language.
just changed your name in my phone from Hannah Betches to Hannah Burner like 3 days ago.
That is so funny.
And then I do this thing, like if I meet anyone with another person that I know that person. So like say you introduce me to
Yes.
someone and her name
Yes.
is like Claudia.
Yeah.
So I will put Claudia in my phone as Claudia Burner.
Yep.
Because like I will then know I met her through you.
The amount of like Matt hinges I have on my phone.
One day, I mean, these are contacts from the day I got my phone
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
crazy. It's crazy. But also I do feel like it is an art form for you to consume content online and know immediately like, okay, this video is for this person.
Yeah.
This I have like about 5 or 6 people that I'll send certain memes to. Like you see 1% of the cat memes I'm sending.
Yeah.
If it's a
Thank
white
you.
cat that's really cute or wearing an outfit, it goes to you. Otherwise, I'll go to
If the
Sierra, my
cat
mom,
is
and my
prettier than
nana.
us, I get it.
Anything Pitbull related goes to Des. The cat stuff goes to my mom and my nana. But it's like doing crowd work. You know,
Yeah,
like you're talking
no,
and then
it
you're like,
is.
you're doing callbacks to this person, then you're
Yep.
doing callbacks to this person. I mean, we're out here in these streets.
My mom, I think, trolls me. She's getting harder in the DMs. Like she trolls me harder and harder as time goes on. And she'll just send me like a video of like a baby freaking out and she'll just caption it you. I'm like, okay,
Mom?
I'm 31, but
I just searched mom on Instagram to find my mom. That was so sad. Chris, your hair does look really good today.
Thank you.
Did you put less product in it?
Probably more. It's getting long.
Oh, that's what it is. It is getting long.
Yeah.
And then you have something happening on the top of your lip. Anyway, Chris loves working for us.
I will say, I do feel that's like the only time I do feel like imposter syndrome when I'm asking Grace, who works for us, to do something. Like, I'll always be like, hey, can you do me a favor? But like in reality, like she has to do it. But
Do you want to know? Do you want to know what it's like to work for me?
try and make it like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I'm asking you. Because I feel weird being like, hey, can you just saying like, hey, Grace, can you do this? I'm like,
just
hey,
add,
Grace,
just
if
add
you have
LOL at
time-
the end. Put LOL, say it, and then LOL. I just say
can you-
sorry a lot.
Can you
I'm
cancel
always.
everything I told you to do? LOL.
I feel like I say sorry all the time. I'm like, actually, can we change all this? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is what's like working for me this week. I was PMSing and having like, when I PMS, I'm actually not mean. I have more like existential crisis. Like I'm
Yeah.
in my head. I'm like,
Yeah,
what are we
you're
doing?
sad.
What are we doing here? Like it's the same thing everybody. What are we doing? So Grace
I
calls
feel like
me.
I'm just not moving along.
I was
like,
having one of those.
yeah, like I feel like I'm stuck.
I was sitting there in my own head and I was like, you know what I should do? Before the pandemic, I used to do hip hop yoga.
no,
I have 2 podcasts to stand up tour. I'm like, why are you not doing hip hop yoga anymore?
You're not in a good place, are you?
I was in a weird place. I'm sitting there and I woke up. Noted it.
Y7. You always
Yes,
went.
I love
yeah.
Y7. So I woke up and I said, because I'm back from the road.
Yes.
And then my mom's like, you should work out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you should mind your business.
Passive aggressive. Do you want to know what my mom said to me the other day?
What?
She goes, "Oh my God, you look great. You should always look like this."
No, my mom will do that too.
I was like, because when she said it, I was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much."
She goes, you haven't looked like this in a long time?
Keep it up. Because it was such, I felt like she was literally like my ice skating coach. She was like, you're
Yep.
doing great. You're
She
doing
checked
amazing.
your gums.
But
She was
yeah,
like, this is a
but then
good,
was like,
good horse.
fuck it up.
And you guys, this is not their fault. This is a generational thing. But my mom was like, you should work out. So I was like, I woke up and I need to have like no plans
No.
to work out. If I have one meeting,
You're like, I
I'm
can't.
like, this is, because let's be honest, there's the hour preparation.
Right.
Then there's like, you have to change into the workout outfit.
Right.
Then you have to like physically go to the studio.
If I have a call at 10 a.m., I can't work out in the morning.
or the afternoon.
What am I?
Then I'm reading.
What am I, the president? Just running the country?
I was watching the morning show where the woman woke up apparently at 3 a.m. to
Wait,
work
the
out
morning show, like the
with Jennifer Aniston.
yeah, okay, like the scripted one.
I
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
watched
yeah,
the
yeah.
first 20 minutes. And she
First
worked
season? Are you on
first season.
Okay.
She worked out before going to work at 5 a.m.
No, it's crazy. I used to always think that was like the dream job. Like I wanted to do
Mhm.
that. And let's be honest, if Good Morning America called me tomorrow and
We're
was
there.
like, yeah, I'm there. But
I have
there's
told myself, I said, oh, the reason why I can't be a morning talk show host is just because of the time. Not because I say for
Is-
3 seconds.
wait, Hannah.
Did you say it on Amazon Live?
No, but I was on a Zoom the other day with like
Important people.
and a pretty,
Adults.
yeah, like
Adult.
a legit adult. And they were like, okay, and this is what you're gonna do, and you're gonna like they'll have this script for you, and like you'll say this, this, and this. And I said, can I swear? And right when I said it, I was like, obviously you can't, Paige, you
So I love how
idiot.
you said swear.
Yeah.
Like a housewife. Can I swear?
But I don't be let's talk about that after. And they all looked at me and they were like, no, we would say that you can't say on the air. And I was like, okay, no, that was a stupid question. I was just like, you said you wanted it to be my personality, and I was just
I think I want you to be you without all the fuck.
I don't say
Curse.
yeah, I don't say curse or cut. I don't
I don't
people,
say cuz. Oh,
a lot of people say cuss.
who says cuz?
I don't know. I feel like I've heard it a lot.
Someone named Karen. I feel
I
like
feel like
says
maybe
cuss.
it's a southern thing.
Oh yeah, maybe it's a southern thing. Well, I did this corporate gig.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I got
Where
chills
you just
when I said it.
you just threw a
And-
bunch of around.
Well, they said it's PG-13, and I'm doing stand up,
okay.
and I'm like, what the f does PG-13
Oh wow!
mean?
Do you go different places and they're like,
So Isabel texts me. She goes, "It's PG-13." I go, "What does that mean?" And she goes, "Don't be graphic."
okay.
And I said, "What the f does that mean?"
I'd love to see you do stand up at like a charity event. It
So-
would be the funniest.
So I go, "Can I say pussy?" And she was like, "No." And then I was like, "Can I say clit?" And she was like, "No." And I'm like, "That's part of the woman's
Hannah's
body."
at home just googling thesaurus synonym for clit.
And the best part is, it went really well. And at the end, I said pussy.
As you're leaving, you're like, and don't forget you're all pussies.
I once did a live spot on TV like years ago, and I was like, you know when you're just feeling the
feeling it,
vibes,
yep.
and I was making them laugh, and at the end I said something like, and then I said like, and I was like, what the? And they all freeze, and then I get cut out, and I'm calling them out.
Because they would get fined.
I don't know why, but it was like the end of it, and they just were like, maybe if we just pause it right here, people would have missed it.
Right.
But that was definitely I had to
We
send
just-
an apology email. I sent an apology email. Anyway, so I'm like, do I do hip hop yoga today? So I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna do hip hop yoga. So then obviously the next hour I'm like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
You can't just go do hip hop yoga. That's not you anymore. You don't have it in you. And then you're like lying down and you're like, this feels so good. I'm gonna do hip hop yoga. And then you're like, that's what the demons in your head are telling you.
Right.
You have to do hip hop yoga. And then like something happened. Like I got an email and I was like, I can't do hip hop yoga today. So I'm like battling my mind. Like I'm exhausted by like 1 p.m. No, it was like 4 p.m. at this point.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that really helped me in terms of like feeling like I needed to work out. Workout classes, a thing of the past. Don't do that. Like the only time I really will actually do it is if I wake up and I'm still in my pajamas and I do like something right there in the middle of my living room.
Like a hot girl
that's why like
workout.
the app, like
Yes.
the Peloton or like the Aloe moves. Like
My
that's why I
problem
really
is,
like
like,
it.
I do love being like, oh wait, let me just check one thing on my phone, and then I'm on my back scrolling TikTok during the workout.
Yeah, and I'll do like one thrust up and I'm like, that's so good for my butt.
So this is what happens. Grace, our Gen Z correspondent and CEO, we're texting all day always.
Yeah.
She starts calling me, and I'm like, oh. the
there a
universe,
problem?
the universe has brought this girl into my life. And I'm like, hey, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, I just want to ask you something. And I'm like, this is so weird. We never talk over the phone. And she was like, I know, this is weird. And I go, you want to go to hip hop yoga? And she goes, what? And I go, she literally was like, I don't want to be a part of this conversation. I go, okay, there's a class at 4:30. If you go, I will go. If you go, I will go. And you could tell she's like, I didn't ask for this. I don't want to be a part of this.
Just like, in what world did I wake up this morning think, like, and now I have to go to hip hop yoga?
No, well, she goes, so then I didn't mean to guilt trip her, but I feel like when you ask someone to work out, that's a guilt trip attack.
Well, we're gonna get a legal notice in the mail because I don't think you can actually you can't make your employees go work out. I think you should work out with me. That's illegal.
So she goes, well, since we moved to New York, like I have been wanting to do yoga. And I was like, Grace, I'm not going to go unless you go. And I feel like I should go. Should you go? Like, I don't know. Was I pressuring you? So she goes, I'll do it. And I was like, if you say yes, I'm buying it. $30 right now, I'm buying it. And I don't want to have to regret that.
Yeah.
So we go, we're doing it. I don't want to be down $30 for no reason.
I'm so thankful that neither one of you even thought to
Oh.
throw me a text.
Babe, we protect you at all costs.
The fact that I wasn't involved in any of this makes me gleeful.
So I get off the phone with her and I realize I'm going to hip hop yoga.
What horrible mistake have you done?
So hip hop yoga at, I think it was like 5:00. So that means all day I fought myself. I
Yeah.
was fighting for my life until 5 to be like, okay, I'm going. And we get there. And it was so scary because I played tennis a little, but like I haven't really worked out.
yeah,
And I'm someone who used to do Y7 yoga
all
in
the
New York
time.
City every single day because I had my 9 to
Did
5.
you? Oh, right.
So you don't, this is how working out happens is when it's a routine. So you go to work, you don't even think,
Yeah.
you go to Y7, you change into your workout outfit, you do the hour, you come back, you eat. I mean, it's exhausting.
No, when I worked a 9 to 5, I worked out like 3 times.
Because you're already outside.
You're already outside. That's what it is. You're already out.
When you
So
were
it's like
on the couch.
I used to leave my job, get on the subway
to go.
to go to Rumble, take a Rumble.
Rumble?
Yep, take a Rumble
Okay,
class.
anger
and then
management.
go back home, and I would like eat a healthy meal and then like go to bed and wake
How
up.
do your like long little dainty fingers punch?
I'm going to be honest, I broke a lot of nails, and that's why I've never gone back.
They don't talk about that at Rumble.
Because when I do my fist, I'm basically Sheena.
Wait, your
Like, I can't make a fist.
Wait, your
my
fists
nails
are
will hit
so
me.
little and cute. I
Thank
look like
you.
a hoof.
No, you have a cute little fist.
So anyway,
Wow, that was
we
kind of adorable.
we like don't hug. We do weird we go like this. And we just touch fingers. So your finger was like, ew, I just touched the grossest finger. So Grace and we did it.
Yeah.
And I
Did
literally
you feel
I wanted to
accomplished?
scream to the world, like, if you haven't worked out for a while, this is your sign. Go to that yoga class.
Yeah.
Try it. Like at one point I was like shaking, but I like looked over to her and she looked at me and she was smiling and like
No,
after-
endorphins make you happy. Happy
and
people, don't
kill
shoot
their
their
husbands.
Yeah, they just don't.
Anyway, we like haven't even started the pod yet. So
Wait,
we have notes.
so many
And
notes.
I do have to say, normally I feel like I have way more notes than you. You went off this week. You have a ton of notes. And I do just want to shout out
Okay.
Kim Kardashian. Hi, babe. Did
What?
you see? I don't know. I wanted to cry. I got emotional.
I got emotional. I was like, wait, this
Like-
is the most genius thing ever. The marketing was great. Her little video was great. And like, how has no one thought of a nipple bra?
I wasn't even talking about the nipple bra.
Oh, what were you talking about?
The newest announcement. You need to keep the.
What?
Okay, well, the nipple bra, first of all, I'm the most nippy on the planet.
I think I'm gonna get it. I love nipples showing through a shirt. I think it's so cool.
See, I'm like always hard for
Yeah.
no reason. I would like do you remember the summer house? I would do interviews and they'd always be like, the guy would be like, there's something, is that okay? And they'd be like, Hannah, do you have like nipple covers? And I'd be like, I forgot. And they'd be like, okay, well, what are we gonna do about this? And I'd be
So
like,
what would they do?
I'd just like rub them, try to keep them more.
Yeah, that's great.
Because they're putting air on you.
Right.
No, she just made an announcement that she's the new official sponsor of the NBA's undergarments.
Wait, I didn't even see that.
No,
The
no,
NBA.
it just dropped. Like, this is huge.
So like she's making all the boys' underwear?
She's making all the boys underwear. Like,
Look at her in
Oh
her
my-
cute little
how iconic is
blazer.
that?
Wait, It's because we went to the Knicks game.
We went to the next game. Wait,
We are
this
the
is-
official sponsors of the NBA.
This is incredible, though. Like, I love that the girlies are taking
Oh, the
over
W.
sport.
Oh, NBA and the
NBA and the
WNBA.
I mean, this is incredible.
This is incredible. Good for her. And did you see Kylie's coming out with her fashion line? And I feel like it's so Timothy Chalamet inspired, and I love it.
It's Timothy coded.
Wow. Did you just make that up, or you heard that?
No, well, I love saying coded now.
I like it.
As in, like, if you see
it's
you know,
all over it.
like a ballet pink nail, you go, that's so Paige coded. Where, like, if you see someone having diarrhea in a bodega, you go, that's so Hannah coded.
Is that like a thing the Gen Z girlies are doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I'm very
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kim's having a great week.
Yeah, she's crushing it. Free the nipple. So what do we start the pod with?
Wait,
I have
what
so
was
many
your
things to
puke
talk about.
confession?
Oh, we were getting
people
heat.
We were.
We were getting a little heat because our video went viral about, and I'm normally not in the comments, but people were like DMing me because we did this thing about the brunch rule.
Yeah.
That in California, if you puke in the restaurant, you have to pay.
Yeah.
And we thought that meant if you puke in the bathroom.
Right, 'cause we're normal.
Because we're normal.
Everyone in the comments was like, if you puke on the table, I would hope that you wouldn't want your server to.
And I was like, if I puke on the table, I'm taking my shirt off, cleaning it up with my own shirt.
if you puke on the table, we can't that. Even I can't help you there. Open your purse like a adult.
Also,
who are the animals that are throwing up at the table?
No, that's insane. Or like if you're puking on the floor, you're just leaving it? That's crazy.
Well, if it's a dark bar and it's 2 a.m., that's not your problem.
Well, but brunch is daylight.
Brunch is different, but it wasn't even going through our heads that there are animals out there that are throwing up on the table.
We did not realize that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you clean it up. You leave the fattest tip ever.
Right.
If you're, so yeah. Thank you for raising awareness about animals at a
Wait,
brunch.
did you see? Okay, remember at the Knicks game when we did that video answering those questions that
Yeah.
guy was asking us? I can't even remember his name right now, but someone commented, some random guy was like, these girls are giving OnlyFans vibes. And from that moment on, I was different. I rewatched the video because
Yeah.
you rewatch your own stories in like different perspectives of people.
Yes,
I
yes.
rewatched the video in the perspective of a man that's never seen us before, and I was like, "Oh my god, we do give silly girl like OnlyFans
hot? Was
vibes."
he calling us hot?
I think so.
Like we can make money off our bodies.
Right, like that we have. That's how they found us. We exclusively have OnlyFans, like showing nipples. Like
You're like obsessed with your nipples right now. You go, do you want to see my nipple? You start an OnlyFans just wearing Kim Kardashian's nipple bra, just being like, more fake nipple. Do you remember after the interview with the guy, I looked at you and I was like, that felt like a porno.
yeah.
Like it felt like a casting couch where like he was like,
I think it was just
"Hannah,
because
can-"
like there was a guy asking us questions and we're just not used to that. Like if
because a tall guy asked us questions, we were like, are you trying to have a threesome? Ew. This is so inappropriate.
And I do think it's funny that conveniently he cut out the part where we just roasted him.
No, I said, send me the raw footage because I know you're going to edit me to look like some dumb. I've had it done to me before. Give me the raw footage.
Yeah.
He actually is going to send me the one because he cut out me saying jizz or something or
How
semen. He cut out semen.
How rude.
Look.
No, and then he asked us what our type was or what are our icks or our red flags or something, and we just described everything he was wearing.
I'm going to I know we said
because
men asking us questions on the microphone. I'm going to message him and be like,
Yeah.
can you please send me the raw footage and we'll tag you.
Yeah.
Or we won't tag you if you don't want us to.
Right.
We'll put something over your face if we want you to. So anyway, that was weird getting interviewed by a man, but every now and then in life,
They pop up. And you can't avoid them.
sometimes it comes across my desk.
I'm so happy that you texted me this weekend asking me if I was going anywhere to get reassurance that you weren't going to have FOMO.
I saw one too many of like my friends out.
Yeah.
First of all, I was like, why wasn't I invited? Second of all, I was like, maybe I was invited and I just said
Didn't
no
see it.
already or didn't see it. Third of all, I was like, who's someone that will make me feel better in this moment?
Who's someone
I
that's-
also knew that if I texted you and you were out, I would be like, oh, I was supposed to do something tonight. You know, you
No.
sometimes forget the rules
I just couldn't do it.
For some people, like they're like, Halloween is my everything.
They love it.
I respect you
Yeah.
so much that like you can put in that kind of effort to like be creative and have fun. Like I honestly respect it so much. I don't have it in me. The whole like having 5 Halloween costumes.
No, I can't. Well, I'm like sick of outfits.
You're like, actually
so-
every day is Halloween for me.
I'm so sick of clothes. I'm sick of outfits.
Do you know what I'm sick of?
People commenting saying, "Why don't you get Paige to style ya?" No,
I got so attacked on one of my comedy videos recently.
Craig,
And we're not complaining. This is actually quite funny.
no, we love it.
We love it.
Craig, we have BravoCon this weekend, and I told Craig last month, like, let's do your BravoCon outfits because I can't do it the week before. I'm gonna be so
I could just see you on a Zoom with him with like a PowerPoint being like, okay, next. I hate it.
And he was like, don't worry. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I'm not even gonna need your help.
That's what I say. Don't worry, I'm going to figure it out when I know for a fact I'm not going to figure it out. And I just don't want to deal with the pressure of it all. And I'm scared.
I somehow got roped into not only doing all of his outfits, but I also did all of Austin Kroll's outfits.
You have to.
No,
first of
I
all,
have children. I have kids.
you have to charge a fee.
I'm a single mom. Like, I'm out here making sure we're tucking them in for bed at the appropriate time, making sure they wake up, they drink their orange
I
juice,
just
we
envision
need more
Austin
vitamin
being in the
C.
background like, what about me?
No, literally. Because Craig goes to Suit.
Am I supposed to wear this too?
Craig goes to Suit Supply, and then he just props me up on FaceTime, and they're just changing into outfits.
I love how you
coming
go,
into
Craig,
the
that
frame.
works. Austin, we can't. Austin, I know you're having fun right now. Austin, stop.
And if I would say to Austin, like, yes, I love that, Craig would pop back in and be like, do you love this? What about this? Are you in love with this? And I'm
Which
like,
one do you like better?
I will say they're going to look phenomenal at BravoCon, and I'm very proud of my work.
I mean, you're a full celebrity consultant at this point.
It's just like how I'm not on the payroll for Showing Down South is just like, I'm a professional babysitter. Like,
Meanwhile, Des has been in Ireland for 3 weeks, and I'm a single mom to Butter.
No, you literally are.
Actually, Butter was a little naughty today, and she's never naughty.
What'd she do?
I'm on a really bad sleep thing where I'm
Sketch.
falling asleep at
On the-
3.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
And waking up at 11.
Yeah. I'm
'Cause I-
on that right now.
I had like
too.
3 or 4 days that I could sleep in, and like,
I'm in my anxious era where I can't go into my bedroom.
I know exactly. I ordered a new bed at 2 a.m. because I was like,
Wait.
it's my bed. I was like, it's not every regret I've ever had in my life. It's my bed.
Wait,
I ordered a $1,700 bed.
Wait, Hannah, I'm legitimately
From Nectar.
need a new mattress.
I did a Nectar bed.
How long till it gets delivered?
A couple days.
Okay, I would love for you to give me a review after because I
Yeah.
don't know what company.
Because my
I can't
mom has
remember
it
what
and
I
it's good.
have right
There's
now.
also a cheap Amazon that Des and I have used that is, if you like firm, that's
I need
like,
firm.
this Amazon, it's so cheap and it's so good. I'll link it in the newsletter.
No, actually do link it because I
Yeah.
need it. People don't talk about,
How important
Ma-
mattresses are.
well, they don't talk about mattress stores either.
My thing is, you can't just shop online like you're at Zara on your
Right.
phone because obviously everything's expensive. Also, I want to feel it. I don't trust your little like 6.2 firmness.
Right.
That doesn't mean to me. That's
Yeah.
a made up thing. Should we go to sleep whatever?
We'd never leave.
Sleep match.
We'd be like, and we live here
We're
now.
home.
How we haven't done a collab with any mattress company ever, and it's just us living
Or
in the
at least
store.
a YouTube of us going to, what are like the sleep stores called?
I think they're just like drug fronts. Because I'm not getting in the city of Albany, where I grew up. Well, I grew up outside of the city. If you go into the city, there's a mattress firm on every corner. And we have a high drug population, I feel like. We're trafficking. We're Vermont, Albany, that's it. We've got it on lock. So I just feel like there's too many mattress stores in the city of Albany and the world, really, to not be affiliated with a drug cartel.
If you're not putting something under your mattress, you're not using it to the fullest.
Do you store things under your bed?
No.
Hmm.
What do you store in your bed?
My hats?
Oh, like under.
Under,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So anyway, Butter was really naughty. She starts. You know how like you're tired at 8 p.m. and you're like, this is gonna be an easy night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah.
And then 10 o'clock rolls around and you're like, I'm going to bed. I'm
You're like,
putting
what if
myself in
I-
bed.
reorganized everything.
No, I know. So like you get in bed and then you're like, I'm very into New York Times crossword puzzle.
Wow.
Then I got like onto some conspiracy.
How are you doing the
TikTok.
New York Times crossword puzzle? Are you just doing it on an app?
I do it on an app and I just do the Mondays. They're the easiest ones.
Are you a Wordle girl?
I was for a bit.
Mm.
My mom's very into Wordle. Honestly, we got too competitive and she was just kicking my ass. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's not fun for me anymore.
No, my mom's really
She
good.
sends it to me.
I'm gonna have Lenore and Kim on a Wordle battle now.
Wait, that would
Yeah.
be so cute. Lenore and Kim Wordling
Yeah, we have
every
to
morning.
keep their minds going.
Apparently, my Nana, her and my mom send each other Wordles every morning.
It's adorable.
So Butter starts meowing at 6 a.m. and I fell asleep at like midnight, which was early for me. So I was like, why is this happening? She never does this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cat's meows, there's different kinds of meows.
Okay.
She speaks English to me.
Yeah, like
So-
you know what?
yeah, when
you
she's
know
like-
one's in distress, one
Yes,
that she's
when
like
she's
want
like,
attention.
That's the stress. But
Yep.
they do this like purr meow thing where they go,
Yeah.
which means like, hey, I have to tell you something. It's basically a voice note for a cat. So she's doing that.
That's like so you too.
So I'm like, babe, what's up? At 6 a.m. and I'm not really processing it. So I'm like, you want to get fed now, which is crazy on your end. That's crazy on you, but I'm not going to judge a hungry people tonight. So I get up and I feed her. And I'm like, okay, whatever you want, mama will spoil you. But like 6 a.m., you.
In your head, you're like, "See, mom, she's just hungry. Like, if she's hungry, give it to her." This is how you be a mom. You look great at any size, Butter. If you want food at 6 a.m., here it is.
I go, you deserve it. So then this comes back. And she's like, and she does this thing where she'll put a paw on my face.
Yeah, to make
And
sure you're not.
I'm like, what?
What?
What's up? And I'm like, maybe she wants me to pet her. So I'm petting her and she's like, yeah, it's okay. I'm like, so I'm like, okay, I have like Giggly Squad at 11 a.m. and now you're starting to up for me.
Yeah.
So I looked at her.
You're like, there's no way I'm going to yoga tonight.
Hip Hop
I'm
Yoga's already
exhausted.
canceled because of you. I will wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like,
I'm-
can't work out tomorrow.
I'm exhausted.
It's like a little windy outside. I'm like, definitely can't go to yoga.
I think yesterday my dad was here and I was like, I had plans with a friend and I was like, I have to cancel this. He was like, why? And I was like, it's raining outside. And he was like, he was dumbfounded. He was like, okay. I was like, did you not hear me?
Also,
It's
New York-
raining out.
In New York, you could not even know that it's raining outside until you look at your phone.
For sure. Like I asked the temperature every morning. But like if it's raining in New York City, don't contact me.
No, you don't do anything.
No, I'm
And then
not.
if it's like really hot, everyone's outside, which means
I wear ballet flats. I can't go out in the rain. I would drown
everyone was sending me your ballet photo.
because they're so cute.
They did look cute if I had the tiniest little chicken feet. So Butter's talking to me, she's like, meow. So I look at her and I'm like, I'm gonna understand what you need right now. And I said, babe, talk to me. It's us. It's us right
It's
now.
just us here.
It's just us. And I go, I'm gonna get up and you show me what you need.
Okay.
So I get up and you could tell she's like excited. And she's looking at me and she's like stretching a little. I'm like, okay, she's happy. I'm like, what do you need? What do you need? And she starts guiding me to this closet in the beginning of the apartment. She wanted me to open the door of the closet. I opened the door of the closet and she just goes right in. And I go, this is what you wanted?
Oh,
She basically was like, I need to
Be
have some
alone.
time in my closet. And I guess the closet door is normally open. I don't know how this happened, but this was like, thank you. I've been trying to get away
she's
from
like,
you.
can you shut that actually?
She was
On your-
honestly hearing you breathing was annoying the f out of me, and I just wanted to be put. She literally just goes in the closet. I go, and then she was not heard a peep from her. And I was like, when did my cat turn into Paige? She was like, I just want to be alone.
She's like, you know what's so funny? Right now, I'm feeling like I need a moment alone. And I'd love if I couldn't see your face.
That's literally what she did. So anyway, I communicate with Butter. Like,
no, I am a cat.
you're literally a cat, and we're so close to getting you a cat. And the thing is, Craig supports it, but he'd want the cat. Get a cat in Charleston. Then you don't have to like
here's
fully
the thing.
mother it.
He supports getting an animal, but he knows, which let's be honest, he knows that like he'll have to do everything.
And you guys travel so much.
So much. He wants like a big dog. I want a small dog so I can like travel with it.
Can you get a
But-
little white chihuahua?
But also like it will stress me out so much bringing an animal on flights.
Yeah, no, I don't want that for the animal.
Yeah, because like I feel like that stresses them out. I'm gonna be stressed. Like, what if like she just freaks out and there's like people sitting next to me, like that will be too much.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I don't even think I can have kids because I don't want to bring them on a plane.
Why aren't people asking Craig if he's going to move to New York? It pisses me off so much.
No one ever asks him.
That is so insane to me.
I mean, there are some people that will be like Tiffany New York Pollard, who was like, you have to move to New York.
it's not like you're asking him to move to something that like isn't
The
where
greatest
his
place on
business could
earth.
be. And people are like, well, he's on Southern Charm. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. He
Yeah.
has a house there.
And I'm going to be honest, he has more of a social life in New York City than I do.
He loves New York.
He asked me to
I
go
just
out
think-
the other night, and I was like, absolutely not.
You're like, you have friends? Where
was
did
like,
you
with
find
who?
friends?
No.
I know he has a full life in New York. I just think it's wild. I don't care about the logistics,
Mhm.
that it's not been thrown around like at all.
Right.
It's always you move to Charleston, like New York's not the greatest city in the world.
You can get anything at any time.
You can go to bodega literally at 4 a.m.
1 a.m. I was like, what
Butter
if I
literally
had
was like,
sesame
wake me up,
chicken?
let me go to the bodega and come back. Speaking of eating, I ordered my Starbucks spinach feta wrap. Highly recommend. I'll
Yeah.
put it on the newsletter.
Oh, I have a new like Starbucks.
Oh, what is it?
I now get a cold brew with sweet cream.
So I had my spinach feta wrap, shout out, and I go to my friend's podcast. Actually, I'm going to
You
shout
throw
it
it on the
out.
table.
And I leave.
You're like, here's a tip.
$100 bill in my puke. I go get it. So it's my friend who I hadn't seen in a while. And I have so much fun. And I go back to my apartment. I look in the mirror. And I had a chunk of spinach in my teeth. And it was filmed. And you know when you're,
No one said anything?
these people are not my friends. It was in the second one, like a chunk. It was the kind of thing that you definitely say something.
Yeah, like you see it.
You for sure say something and it's not embarrassing. But like I'm with a bunch of dudes. Either maybe they don't see details or like I just did a video pod and I'm thinking of all the things I said, thinking I
And
was
you're
sounding.
a laugher. Like you're
My teeth are out to play.
Yeah, like you're smiling.
Buck teeth burner is what they call me. I'm out in these streets letting the teeth fly.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of all these times that I thought I was like so smart or so funny or so cool. And I'm like rethinking it that they were like this for their spinach, like this stupid. I don't care how, if you met the person 2 seconds ago, you tell them if they have something in their teeth.
Right.
Because it was one of those things that like I didn't look in the mirror. I guess,
Especially if you're
beforehand.
gonna be on camera. Like if we're at Starbucks and the barista has something in her teeth, I'm probably not saying anything because I don't know that
That's
woman.
the day in the life.
But like if we're about to film something and you're like, okay, I'm getting ready,
Mhm.
you're like, you would say you have something in your
you have
teeth.
something in your teeth, which is totally normal. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you try to be healthy and you eat
Do you
spinach.
put black and blue on your eye?
Where, like here?
No, on the eyelid.
On the eye.
Just like one. Oh no, it's mascara. Sorry.
You go, did someone punch you in your whole...
Because it looks like
Speaking
you had-
of, your whole eye is black for the last 45 minutes of this podcast. Did it smudge?
It just was such a perfect, like, it looked like someone literally just pushed in on your eye.
It could have been butter when she was
No, it actually-
pawing me last night.
Oh, I have something too.
I think we're doing 2 episodes today.
Women,
Dating's weird, okay? Dating's weird.
people don't talk enough about how, like, intuitive women are
Mm.
compared to men. Just,
Uh-huh.
like, in everyday settings. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, you walk into a room and you can feel, like, well, one, I feel like women do this because we're always in like survival mode of
Yeah.
like, okay, how do we get out of here? If someone like tries to kidnap me, like, where am I going? Like, so
Mhm.
we're like
Or you're like, why has
assessing-
no one tried to kidnap me? Why has no one...
Yeah, we're always like assessing the vibe.
Yeah,
You know,
have
like, what's the
to.
energy? What's the vibe?
Yeah.
So Craig and I went to this charity gala in Washington, D.C. last week.
Was that where the photo's from?
Yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to take a photo. So we're walking out and all I see are men. And I'm like holding my phone and he says like, okay, where do you want to do it? And I'm like, I want to do it right there. And I'm just like standing being like, oh, which one of these men looks the most capable? You know?
Oh.
And that's
You look for the one who...
that's a moment that you're just like, how
You
did
just
I get
go,
here?
are any of you gay?
No, literally, I was trying
Has
to be
anyone
like,
even thought about being
which
gay
one-
before?
I'm like, which one is throwing my gay radar? And I'm like, beep, 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 beep.
I love when I will post the photo. It's always blurry, and I
Yep.
go, when a straight man takes your photo.
The heavens opened up, and I just feel this girl behind me, and I turn, and she goes, "Do you want me to take the picture?"
Ah,
And I was like, "Oh
girlhood.
my god,
that's girlhood.
thank you so." She goes, "I felt it."
She goes,
like,
first of all, you
I
have spinach in your
knew."
teeth. We've been at the gala for 2 hours and no one's told you, and I'm so sorry.
And I was just like, "Oh my god," because I said nothing. Like I literally was just standing there, like scanning.
I know the
And
face though, when
he-
you're like, a girl is trying to take a photo.
Right. And she just came from nowhere and was like, "I'll do it." And I was just like, wow, we're so intuitive.
Heroes
She nailed
are
it.
all
She got the
around
shot
us.
in four clicks.
So people lost their mind. And I think it was is it Queens by Bravo said something really funny because I was going through the comments.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh my God, Craig made the main feed. This is iconic. And people were like defending you guys. And she's like, it's a joke. Like, this is a literal joke. But you broke the internet with that photo.
Did I?
I think it's because you never
Post
post him
Craig.
first
Yeah.
in the grid. And people just, this is the problem
Well,
with our
let's be
culture.
honest. It was my boobs. Like I posted that picture because my boobs have never looked better.
She goes, okay, you think people liked it because of Craig? It's funny.
I'm just saying why I posted that picture
Yes.
first because I was like,
The boobs.
here we are.
It's so funny. As a straight girl, I never process girls' boobs. Like, you know, in
Yeah.
middle school or high school, when everyone's like, oh, that girl's so hot. And I'd
Yeah.
be like, I mean, she's nice. Like, she's pretty. Kind
Yeah.
of, she looks the same as all
Yeah.
the other girls. And then the guy will be like, she has huge tits. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
You don't notice them.
I don't
See,
notice
I
them.
think I notice them because I've always had smaller boobs. So I've always looked at girls with bigger boobs where you
That's
have
how I
a
feel-
normal boob size.
That's how I feel about girls with skinny, long fingers. I'm like, oh, what's it like to have a little? She's just so daintily talking about something. Where I'm just like,
Yeah.
good. No, that photo was really good.
Except if I because of my skinny long fingers, if I give someone the finger, it's like it's
Doesn't hit.
too much.
It doesn't-
it doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit
It's
how you
almost
want
like
it to.
no, don't do that. I automatically lose whatever fight.
You're
Also,
like,
I'm not just out
I
here.
could floss myself.
When's the last time you were just like you?
I haven't. In New York, we leave the thumb out. Why am I totally don't know how to do it? You leave the thumb out.
Do you?
That's how New Yorkers do it. You leave the thumb out. You go.
I don't
you.
flip enough people off.
I
don't
haven't
think.
flipped a person off in years.
Yeah.
Literally years.
I don't know if I've really. No, I feel like maybe driving at some point I've done it.
Speaking of things in photos, I've been getting attacked about my knees recently.
How niche.
I know, and people like to comment on knees, and I'm like, it's a knee.
What
They-
about your
Someone told me
knees?
my knees look like Voldemort. They nailed it because they do. But people are like, oh, there's a face in her knees or whatever. But I'm like, isn't that normal that the place where my knee needs to bend, the skin will not
I
look like my
need
thigh
to see your
skin?
knees.
But again, I post these clips about the joke, okay? I'm not positioning my knee in a type of way. I'm not face tuning my body, and I'm not changing my outfit because you know what? I'm bloated, and I probably put it on for a reason.
We'd love if you blurred your knees a little bit.
But also, I posted that stand-up clip where I wore this. Someone was like, it looks
You
like
wore
she
that
went to a
vest?
thrift shop and just threw it all together. I go, that's exactly what I did. And that's what I was going for.
And yeah,
And the
you're
girls that get it,
artistic.
and the girls that don't.
And it was the same color palette. It was gray on gray.
Did you hate the outfit?
No. No, I didn't.
Our
I
friendship is
didn't.
based on trust. And you just you lied. You lied to my face.
I didn't hate the outfit. I actually love.
How could I have made it better?
I love when you wear a vest like
You're
that.
giving me a sandwich criticism right now. Compliment, criticism, compliment. I love
who you are as a person. Okay, I love the light that you bring to the world.
I loved your energy. And I love the concept.
I have another funny story. How would I have made it better? I would have either kept the skirt and done a black top, or I would have kept the vest and done a black jean.
Yes. Which I've done before. You have to
Yeah.
understand, I'm going to all these cities. I don't want to wear the same outfit.
I know.
And I like mixing patterns sometimes.
I know you do. You like being funky. Look, those people don't get your style, and that's fine. It's your personal style. Don't listen to those people. They probably don't even They probably, I don't know what they don't do, but they don't do something.
They don't do it.
They don't do it the way you do it.
And they're happy that they don't do it. What story are you going to tell?
You make people feel better because they're like, I dress better than a famous girl. And that's a service you bring to us.
She goes, first of all, it's relatable.
It's relatable. So I'm standing on the street the other day, and these two girls
First of all, why are you on the street?
It's a
How did you
lost
get there?
puppy. I was trying to go to yoga. Just kidding. I'm standing on the street and I'm waiting for my Uber, and I see these two Gen Z girlies walking toward me.
Mhm.
And they would have stuffed me in a locker in high school. Like, they were tall, skinny,
Slick back hair.
dressed so cool.
Gorgeous, stunning.
They're walking toward me. I'm actually on the phone, like, waiting for my Uber. And I just, like, turned and I was like, you guys look so good. Silence there. And I was just like, oh my God. I'm so awkward. I say it again. I'm like,
You're like, it must have been a win.
yeah, they must have. I said, you look so good.
And they were like, ma'am.
And the girl, like, kind of like, she's like, oh, thanks. So do you. I did not look good. Okay, I know for a fact that I did
You
not
go, I
look
was wearing
good.
a blazer that did not match a skirt.
I was literally in sweats. I was going to, like, a beauty appointment. I looked disgusting. And they were in, like, heels. And then I realized, were they in Halloween costumes? I was like, wait, were they dressing up? Was that cosplay as a 90s person? But I thought it was a real outfit.
They were actually 42-year-old moms.
And then I was like, maybe they thought I was making fun of them. I went through a whole spiral in my
Yeah.
head.
That is the worst. That was like me in Soho when I helped
Yeah,
that
I was
girl.
like, I was just trying to be nice. And then I was like, this is why I don't freaking talk to people.
This is why I'm mean.
No, literally. I'm like, this is why I am, because I tried to do something nice.
And the universe just spat in your face. Again, speaking about knees, I was watching Dancing with the Stars. I watched it for 3 minutes, and it
Yeah.
was like one girl was like crying about something, and I was like, I just want to see them dance. But I was thinking how like there's that pipeline that like eventually in your career
You go on Dancing
you can
with
go
the
on
Stars.
Dancing with the Stars if you're in entertainment. And then I was,
It is kind of, there is like a line, I feel like.
it's a canon event.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, but I've been on Dancing with the Stars.
Like Vinny was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yep.
Des did Dancing with the Stars in Ireland. Please,
People don't-
guys, Google it. Please.
People don't talk enough about Des
People
being
don't
on
talk
Dancing
about
with the Stars.
Des on Dancing with the Stars. You can't don't bring it up though to him because
You could never.
he got voted off
Mhm.
in a way that was controversial. Like
Okay.
they had to change the rules because of it
I mean,
because he shouldn't have been voted off.
if that's not the Bishop household, and then they changed the rules.
He changed the game. He changed the game, but he said it was like the best time of his life. He loves it.
Yep.
So I was like thinking about Dancing with the Stars and how like I can't touch my toes.
Yeah.
The one thing they do is like as the girl is they like fling your legs around.
Dancing with the Stars has a real missed opportunity with not having us on competing against each other.
Just wait, we're on a side stage, just me and you dance battling it out.
Our partners are literally signing resignation letters. They're like, we'll never dance again with these two. Because think about us in a rehearsal. Like, genuinely. Think about us in a rehearsal and then being like, okay, we're going to do this for the next 3 hours. We're like, we're not, probably. If you could send us an email about it, we'll try and practice at home. But we're certainly not coming to a rehearsal. We're laying on the floor.
I could literally be like, okay, then your leg's gonna go into my arm. And I was like, my leg is not going
my
anywhere.
leg.
Not my leg. Do you want me to dislocate my hip? Also, who are these girls walking around that are just like doing splits? I was never flexible.
Yeah, me neither.
But like you don't just
One day do a split.
start doing split. Like I'd have to stretch for 10 months before
Yeah.
going on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Or then it's like, am I the man one? Like, do I make him do the splits and I just honestly, that's what I would
Right.
do. Let's be honest, man. They're guiding, they're leading.
No.
I do that in my sleep.
Right.
I boss people around all day.
I don't know. I would do Dancing with the Stars just to say, like, I did Dancing with the Stars, but I know I'm voted out first or second.
I think I'm doing hip hop yoga so that one
One day. And then when you
But
get
isn't it not fair? The men don't have to be flexible,
no,
and the girls have to be so bendy
and they have to do it in heels.
and in heels.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to do hip hop. just like shake my ass for
Yeah.
like 20 minutes and
Maybe they'll do like special guest appearances, and you can go on, do one dance, and then you can be done. Wait, this is so graphic, but Hannah and I had one of the funniest situations happen to us ever. Hannah's at a work event. She sends me a picture. She sends me a picture of her and some guy, and I'm recognizing the guy, but I'm like, how do I know this guy? Hannah texts me, and she goes, this guy says he knows you. So I'm staring at the picture, and then I go, that's his brother.
and the guy in front of everyone had been like, yeah, she knew my brother.
She's a really nice girl.
And he kept looking at me, and I was texting. I think he knew that I was getting the tea because I kept kind of smirking, and he was
because I was like, I know that face, but I don't know that face. You know? And then I was like, oh, yes. I've been to his house before.
So are you dyeing your hair red also?
You know me and my fads. And I'm no longer getting veneers. I'm no longer dyeing my hair red.
You have
I'm not
veneers?
getting a boob job.
Mm-hmm.
I am back on my Barbie Botox, though. I think I am going to get that.
I wanted to get the masseter ones.
Okay, but I keep seeing on TikTok, like,
People saying they can't smile.
yes.
Yeah, I saw
I
that
either
too.
get girls being like, it's the best decision I ever made, or I get girls being like, this is your sign to not get it.
This is why the internet's so difficult. So I posted on my story because
Yeah.
I said I want to see what the girlies say.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to a dermatologist that's good and
Yep.
recommended. These messages were so different.
Yeah.
Some girl goes, just want to tell you, changed my life, greatest thing ever, have fun.
Yeah.
Next girl, it ruined my life, I can't smile. Next girl, go to this doctor, she's the best. Next girl, if you don't go to this doctor,
You'll die.
you'll die. So like I got more confused than ever.
It's so confusing. It's so confusing. I genuinely think you should go to my dermatologist because my number one favorite thing about him is the first time I ever went to him, I said, okay, I want to get Botox. And he said, I will not give you Botox right now. You do not need it. Next time you feel like it, come in and I'll tell you if you can get it or not.
Wait,
and like, I
but the-
appreciated
The
that.
day that he's like, you need Botox.
Well,
It's gonna be-
I'll cry as
goes,
he's getting the
"Hey."
needle ready. Thank you for just being so honest. But I appreciate that because, like, yes, I feel like there are people that are just like, oh, they want to do
Yeah.
it, or like, oh yeah, you're gonna pay for this. Like, yeah, we'll do it. Like, give
and
us
not
the money.
all Botox injectors are created equal.
Right. And like, I feel like a lot of people do say like, oh, you should go to a plastic surgeon, you should go to a doctor. I genuinely think you should
Go to a
some
dermatologist.
or go to a nurse that's doing it every single day. Like the doctors aren't doing it every single day. They're making their
Yeah.
nurses do it.
Also, if I don't smile, like no one will ever see spinach in my teeth.
But I feel the same way. Like TikTok is really me up with is it good, is it bad?
Yeah, I think we've learned that the internet is wild and everyone has different opinions and
Yeah.
projects their own experiences onto you. Wow. Okay.
I feel like Brene Brown said that.
Yes, she did. Because I've been home, I've been watching TV.
Have you?
Like, I have to tell you guys.
Oh, I meant to say the show I was talking about last week, Lessons in Chemistry.
Lessons in Chemistry.
I said it was based on a true story. It's not. It's based on a book. But in my head, that's the same thing.
If it was written on paper, it's the Bible.
Write it, regret it, say it, forget it. You know, that's how that's why we send voice notes.
Also, we do have a lot of false information on this pod, but we will, the following episode,
Correct it.
correct it.
If it comes across our desk. If it doesn't, then...
If we miss the DM, it's not happening. We're learning and realizing things. Okay, first up, Amazon Prime. I clicked on the Kelsey doc.
Okay.
It's about his brother, but he's in it a lot.
Okay.
I only watched the first 10 minutes. His brother's adorable, like a big bear.
Does it say how old they are? Like how old
I think
is
they're
his
in their
brother?
30s.
Yeah.
But it was pretty slow.
Okay.
And I forget why I turned it off, but
Do you think like the other good-looking football players are jealous of Travis Kelce? Like, do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is somewhere being like, I could have been dating like the most famous woman ever and like gotten all this clout? Like, do you think there's jealousy happening in the NFL world and like we don't hear about it because it's guys?
great question. I think there's two types of players. One that like generally just gives a fuck about football, does not want to be distracted.
Yeah.
They have the whole rest of their life to be in relationships and they really just they play better when they're focused.
Yep.
And then there's guys who do like the clout, they like the attention.
Yeah.
Like Odell Beckham, who was with he likes the drama. He
Yeah.
likes that stuff more. So I think some of the guys really are like, I don't want the paparazzi. I
Right.
don't want any of that.
Right.
So I do think it just depends on the guy, but During football season, it's like the wives always say, like, it's all about football. I barely even see them. So, like, the fact that Travis is having this relationship with her right now is wild.
But that's what makes me think, like, if I ever did marry or ever did have to like date a professional athlete, my personality would be able to do it.
Oh, for sure.
Because I'd be like, yeah, go.
Yes. No, it's
See
great
ya.
because you're like, you're playing your little games.
Yeah, play your games.
Play your games. Let me
Have
know
so
what
much fun.
happens.
Let me know
Actually,
how
don't tell me
let me
what
know how
happens.
it turns out.
It's just I prefer the games that don't involve concussions.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of up. Netflix. Devil on Trial.
Okay.
This man claims that when he was 11, he what's it called when the devil goes inside you?
An exorcism?
Yeah, he
took over his
Possession.
possessed.
If you mansplain to us one more time, he was possessed by the devil, and it's really actually really good. Devil on Trial, because they have audio. They found these people that like do exorcisms, and
Is it real?
well, part of you is like,
do you believe it?
I started Googling. I was like, how does one get possessed by the devil? Because
Yeah.
I feel like this is. I'd be like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's happening
he
again.
basically said he went into a house and like felt like cold air, and next thing you know, started hearing
Sounds
voices.
like a dream, honestly.
And there's like steps to like where it eventually takes over your body. But my thing with the devil is like they always say that the devil is like always like curses, and they'll be like, you fat, like he was like calling his mom that, and I'm like, I don't feel like the devil would be that funny.
I genuinely don't feel like the devil has like a sarcastic sense
Yeah,
of
they
humor.
give the devil like this like you.
Yeah.
I don't think the
I feel
devil.
like he's more serious than that.
Yeah,
Like
like
the devil possessed our bodies.
he calls his
We'd be
brother
like,
a pussy. Like that's
we'd be like, lighten up.
But then you're like, okay, this guy this is the devil. But then apparently the dad didn't believe it, and the kid was having one of his like devil freakouts.
Yeah,
and he
one of
just
his-
slapped him and was like, "Stop it!" And the kid just stopped. So he was like, "I don't think."
If I had a nickel in my household growing up,
Like your mom's like,
we could have made that documentary.
your mom's
Like, I think she's possessed by the devil. She's missing curfew. She's sneaking out.
My dad goes, "Let me talk to the devil.
I'll take care of it.
Give me 3 minutes with the devil, okay?" So anyway, it's very interesting. But then the brother, apparently, the devil gets stuck in the brother,
Yeah.
and then the brother murders someone.
Just a classic, your classic hometown story. Just
So anyway, I highly recommend.
okay.
Then this one I didn't watch because I was too emotional. It's called Wildcat on Amazon,
Okay.
where a war veteran
Hmm.
was going through a really bad time, and then he met a little like tiger,
Mm-hmm.
and then him and the tiger become best friends.
How do you know all of it if you didn't watch it? You just watch the preview.
I watched the preview and I was like, I will cry during
It's
the whole
too
thing.
much for
And
you.
Butter was like, we don't want to go through this right now. So if you want like a feel good
Yeah.
thing, also then I'd like have to buy a little tiger, which I think is illegal.
Yeah.
This is kind of intense,
Okay.
and I think that you should watch it. On Netflix, have you seen Big Vape?
I've seen the commercial. I haven't watched it.
I watched the whole thing. It was really, really, really good.
About Juul, right? Like the
Yes.
company.
Yeah, it's about how these two guys at Stanford basically are smokers and wanted to come up with something that helped people
Get off of
get
cig-
off smoking.
But then is it like how they really were marketing it to kids?
Well, it shows that like it took forever for this to become a company. They designed it like an iPhone, like
Yeah.
sleek, and they were really into design, and like it seemed okay. But whenever you're dealing with nicotine, like it's not fully healthy.
It's one of the worst drugs ever.
But they were saying how like it's so much better than cigarettes because it's the burning that's bad for your lungs. But then like basically the science
all
is
bad.
weird, and then big tobacco is getting involved. But then they get this marketing launch thing, and they get this guy who's just really good at doing lifestyle stuff, and all the kids are doing it. And then the
It's
parents are
crazy.
like, you have to stop. You have to do something because the kids are like
Yeah.
dying. And then they're saying the kids aren't dying from Juul, they're dying from something else. And it's very gray area. But then there's adults being like, Juul saved my life because it was the only thing that got me stop smoking.
I don't know how people are doing it, like being parents.
In this day and age. And the
Which
teachers have
sounds
no
so
idea.
old of us to say, but like the thought of having a daughter and her having like an Instagram account and just like comparing herself or like, yeah, like going out and someone has a jewel and now all of a sudden your 13-year-old is like hooked on it because she puffed it 4 times. Like, I don't know
So
how the moms are
scary.
doing it.
I know that we had MySpace and we had Facebook, but like that stuff is like deleted.
But we still grew up where like if something bad happened at school or something was traumatic and you went home, like that was it. You were done with it. You could like decompress.
Yes. The cyberbullying is
Yeah,
just
kids don't
insane.
have that. It's 24/7.
But also like imagine your videos when you were 12 like being on TikTok.
no,
I
we
used
lived
to
in the era where would you leave videos on their Facebook?
Yes, me and my friends in college would like
Stephanie sends me mine all the time. She still gets nervous. She's like, what if like someone sees that?
No, me and my friend would just be insane like what's up? It's like,
like, oh
yelling
my God.
stuff that it's crazy. Anyway, so
Remember
big
Web
vape.
Shots? Do you remember Web Shots?
Is that OnlyFans?
No, it was like you would like post albums. It was like before Facebook,
Oh.
and you would like post albums, and people. It was crazy.
That was for women in STEM. Okay, then we have Get Gotti.
I watched the preview too. I think I'm gonna watch that tonight.
There are so many good quotes in it, and
Yeah.
I wish I wrote them down, but it's like these mobsters, they call them wise guys. And
How no one's done a reboot of Growing Up Gotti is beyond me because it shaped my entire existence, I would say. It was where I realized I loved Italian men. I was like, why is his hair like that? And then I was like, do I love blowouts? I think I love them.
They would say the craziest stuff, like, I went to get a pizza, and next thing you know, I killed them. And like just crazy, like the craziest quotes
No, it
from
sounds
these
like
guys.
New York City in the 80s was when we should have been like lived, but we didn't.
It was, and the girls were like, yeah, we were just wearing all these minks. And like, I know there was a lot of drugs and people were dying, but like, we were the cool
What
kids
is
in New
it
York.
with Italians and fur coats?
She just was like, look, I was wearing my fur coats and people wanted to be me.
The amount of vintage fur coats that I have from my grandma with her initials on the inside, I'm just like, what a gangster. Like, are you kidding me?
But so there's most of it turns out to be just talking about bugging. Like every scene is
Yeah.
a different way that they're trying to bug like a different club where they're based and stuff like that.
Give the Instagram girlies who think their boyfriends are cheating on them 4 minutes.
No, literally.
4 minutes
These
in that
FBI guys
club.
are like, we can't figure out what he's talking about. I'm like, just get one woman
you
who can
kidding?
sense it from outside the apartment and
The
be like,
Swifties realized that Travis Kelce's home screen was Taylor Swift from 3/4 of a picture and a piece of hair.
wait, is it really?
Yeah, they were like, she's her home screen. I'd recognize those bangs anywhere. I mean,
Yeah, it's
we're
like
too
scary.
much.
Anyway, then there's Pain Hustlers.
Okay.
That's a scripted thing.
Is that with Emily Blunt?
Yeah, and I just have a note.
Okay.
It's about this woman who's like really poor
Mhm.
and she like becomes a salesman or
For
something.
like pharmaceutical
Yeah.
drugs, yeah.
This is my thing. If you're supposed to play a woman
Mm-hmm.
who's like going through a hard time,
Mm-hmm.
how do you have a full face of Botox and fillers?
Does Emily Blunt have a full face? Like, she looks great.
She
in the
looks great.
movie?
I don't know if she has a full face of, I think she does.
Yeah.
But like some of these actresses, it's hard to play someone who looks, maybe she got it like didn't do it for 6 months, but
Yeah.
you still look like someone who's been getting the
She looks
greatest
like
facials.
she's in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're
And
like,
then
you're
all
supposed to
she
be...
did was like not brush her hair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this woman does not look like the character.
Right.
Like you have, everything is perfect on your face.
Right.
And not just like a girl next door beautiful. Like this took
Like, LA beautiful.
Yeah.
You look Hollywood gorgeous, and you're supposed to be
No.
playing someone who's poor and lives in West Virginia and
Yeah.
like is addicted to drugs.
It was like when Lady Gaga played her role in Shallow, where like she couldn't move her face.
definitely not the name of the movie.
What's the name of the movie? A Star is Born.
Can I tell you a really unpopular opinion? I hated that movie.
No, yeah, 'cause
Everyone loved it. I was like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. And then everyone was like, can you believe he dies at the end? I was like, yeah, I could. I could have told you that in the beginning. What are you talking about? They're like, it's just devastating. I was like, was it though? Was it?
And you're
Anyhow.
like, wait, Lady Gaga's a good singer. Okay, finally, McGregor forever. I love an Irishman.
You do.
Irishmen are wild.
We love the fighting industry.
They love to fight.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I'm not going to do an Irish accent, but all I could do is fight.
As you did
my
in
whole
that.
life. All I want to do is fight. I don't know, but I know about fighting. And he's like, all the Irish people are upset right now, but like, this little wild man.
Yeah.
I mean, he came from nothing, and obviously he's problematic in a lot of ways. And I actually had to close my eyes during most of it because I can't deal with the sprained ankle, the breaking bones. He broke his
The
bone
only
every 3
fighter I
seconds.
acknowledge is the Fury family. Like those are my fighters.
The only fighter I acknowledge is Sylvester Stallone.
Honestly, same. So true.
So, have you watched anything?
I made my parents came for literally one night, and I was like, oh my God, you have to watch Lessons in Chemistry. My dad stayed up till 4 a.m. watching all of the episodes and was so mad at me the next morning. He was like, it was so good, I couldn't stop watching. New episodes come out on Fridays. Honestly,
Are you sponsored by this?
no, I just love it. I love the show so much. Honestly, I'm so deep into Suits.
Oh.
I'm so deep
How's
into
Meghan Markle
Suits.
in it?
She's good. I'm on season 8, so she's like not really in it. But I realized that if I was smarter, like if I didn't have the job that I have where I talk to you every week and just sound
Burn brain
stupid,
cells.
burn bridges,
Mhm.
I would want to be a lawyer. Like I just think being a lawyer in New York City, I've just been watching too many Suits.
I
Because
feel like
in my
you would show up in the best fits where the judge would be like, I don't even know her argument, but she looks like she knows what's going on.
I just think it's the best
I
show
trust her
ever.
taste. You just go, do you trust my taste? I think
He's lying. Do you see what he put with those pants? His shoes don't match his belt. You're going to trust him? I don't think so. 2023? You're going to trust this man? No. I just think I would have been a great lawyer had I had more
been less of a
reading
slut.
comprehension.
Yo, isn't lawyering just all reading
All reading
and like
comprehension.
highlighting stuff?
Yeah. I could have been like Barbie lawyer, but I just think
And your
like,
brother's a lawyer, right?
my brother's a lawyer, but I just like the show puts it like they're just playing such mind games, and I love that
What
shit.
if you go, look, I'm the face of it. You guys do the work. I'll be the face. You give me the top lines.
Yeah, like I want a firm and I want my last name to go first, but like I don't want to do anything.
DeSorbo and Burner. 1-800. Talk get hit.
That would be our slogan. Talk, get hit. The law firm of DeSorbo and Burner.
Do you know what's so funny? When I went to the University of Wisconsin, my friend's dad was a famous lawyer in Milwaukee. And I didn't know what that meant. But then I turned on the TV. He's every commercial.
Yeah.
So, like, I could see you on all the commercials. Like, you're just a star in every commercial.
Do you know Craig had one for a little in Charleston running? Get run over. Call. And honestly, it's probably
Like, what, a golf cart?
No,
What
it's
is
just like what will probably make me marry that man, because I was like, that's great marketing. That's amazing. He's like, I'm gonna be on a billboard.
Wait, I'm obsessed with that. Anyway, guys, thank you for giggling with us. Giggling. Sound like gigging. Subscribe to our newsletter. We're obsessed with it right now. It's our only purpose. And we have shows coming up. We're planning our fits.
Yes. I'm so sick of outfits. I have BravoCon this week, so next week I'll tell you all about it. And Craig and I have our pillow line. Once this is out, you'll be able to shop it.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's cute.
I mean, you're behind it. Of course it will be. And yeah, we love you guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.